ABC 10 was first to reveal last month that the Governor Gavin Newsom administration is trying to exempt itself from sharing information about bad cops. And new tonight, the ACLU is calling on the governor to reverse that language in the budget before tomorrow's deadline. ABC 10's Morgan Rynor broke the story and has the new information tonight.
Chris, when I first reported this last month, the commission that oversees the decertification process told me that the public can still request the information on law enforcement officers at the local level. Today, organizations who helped create the law said that defeats the entire purpose.
Governor Gavin Newsom signed SB 2 into law in 2021 to strip law enforcement officers found guilty of wrongdoing of their badges. At the time, California was one of only a few states that didn't have a decertification process.
Newsom, you need to do what's right. You signed a certain bill because you agreed with the content that was in there. And now to come back, a year and a half later or so, to dismantle a huge piece of that bill, transparency piece, it's a shame.
The governor's proposed budget includes language that would exempt the commission in charge of overseeing the decertification process known as POST from disclosing the personnel files. POST told me in May it's expensive to fulfill those public records requests, and local police departments can and should handle that.
I don't think that it's a fair statement to say, go to the very people who commit the crimes against you and your community and ask them to reveal themselves to you so that you can hold them accountable. I don't think that that's a fair process. And our legislators need to fulfill the promise of this bill, and that is transparency.
Tamisha Torres-Walker is an Antioch City Council member. The Antioch Police Department made headlines recently as officers were accused of using racial slurs, making racist jokes, and sharing racist memes.
Had the records related to the investigation not been made public, this scandal would have never been uncovered. And the criminal acts demonstrated by the Antioch Police Department and other neighboring law enforcement agencies would have gone unchecked and continue to target and harm Black and brown members of our community.
The groups at the press conference today also have a big issue with the way this was done, quietly in the budget, instead of going through the typical policy proposal path where there is more public debate. Chris and Laura.
And Morgan, did they meet with the governor about this at all?
They did tell me today that their groups had a meeting with someone from the governor's administration, but that the administration echoed what I was already told, that it's expensive and it takes up a lot of time to do it at the state level.
Again, that deadline coming up tomorrow. Morgan Rynor starting us off tonight. Morgan, thank you.